Oh my God, there's three of her. I know. Sorry. Do I look as good up there as I do here? No, I'm kidding you. I'm kidding. And yes, it's your one let's talk about before we start the presentation real quick, and only because this happened to me. Is the grade of form was I supposed to? No, no. The I was already going to teach them about this, and so oh, good. Oh, awesome! I like how that worked out. The non-realty item addendum. What about it? Use it. It changed too? No, we're talking before we talk about this, use it. So use it all the time. In this particular case, and a very, very long time ago, I lost $2,500 worth of commissions because I didn't use it. So when you're showing property, I received an offer that was much lower than what our list price is. And one of the things my seller said was, okay, do they want the appliances? I said, it's not in there. She says, we can sell those and make up a difference. Washer, dryer, 2 refrigerators, 3 microwaves. We had couches. It was staged with all the furniture we didn't want. But offers previously that we had gotten included all of the furniture, all of the things, and those offers didn't work out. This particular offer did not have it. And this is the part that doesn't always happen. I get ready to sell and show. I sell and post set up this house, right? And I included refrigerator, washer, dryer, all the microwaves, all the other things that are in this house. Before I did that, I texted the agent and I said, please, because it'd be great if they wanted to buy them, right? Please let me know if your buyers need any of the items that are in the house because I'm getting ready to post them. I'll check. No, yes, no, I'll check. So 2 days later, when Miss Shauna gets on Facebook and shares all this stuff, the buyers want to buy it. The buyers even send the ad from MLS that says, or Zillow, wherever they got it from, that says refrigerator, washer, dryer, and furniture. If you go to Trek, it says that's an advertisement. Your contract oversees anything that is written in the MLS. That was a reminder to her. This poor young lady, we did make her a good deal, but this poor young lady, this new agent is going to pay $500 for washer, dryer, and refrigerator for her buyers. So when I had one, I took it from one I went to the walk. See, I lost 2,500. Not on this deal. In the very beginning, that was my lesson. I didn't ask. So now every time I write an offer, even if curtains are attached, ring doorbells. So that would come on yours because curtains. I understand. Are already in the contract. Yes. And when agents like that, I do it anyways. Know their contract. I know, but I would irritate you because I'm going to have it in more than 2 places. So okay, yeah, extra thorough. I was just actually talking to communication, like over communicating is better. Absolutely. Than no communication. Absolutely. So like we have to go and learn all this stuff. So like going into a listing appointment, it's your job as the listing agent to be like, hey, if you don't close curtains or that light from your grandma, yeah, but you have to go through all that because actually have where the controllers for the swamp cooler things, not the swamp cooler, mini splits. And mini those splits are a part of the contract. That is a part of it. We shouldn't have to put that in there, but the agent has to buy the controllers and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So just throwing that out there. Anything an accessory to even the swimming pool hours for the pool equipment. Okay, so any place and supplies. Fans, if you have like fans that have control, go. If you have, we need to write that in the no, they should go, but you're gonna. What she's saying is like it's like the incompetency of like agents and stuff like that, and you know that's yeah, including that stuff. Yeah.
Well, it's just put licensed electrician into a repair
Right.
event. The contract clearly states that it has to be a professional and or licensed of that profession.
Yes.
So like,
But your seller's going to argue with you and say, well, I still own the home, so I can do the work on it.
oh, it's okay,
Yeah.
because he has somebody like that, that was not, they weren't like, trying to hide the fact that they were ignorant of it, because people don't know.
Right.
And so I just said, it's okay, all we have to do is pull up that contract, you can't fight with black and white.
Right.
Like, this is what you signed.
Right.
This is what you agreed on. And but I tell people, but they weren't a part of that conversation. I tell people at the listing appointments, do everything you want to do now, get it done now.
Right.
Because once we're in a contract, if you want to keep a little with this stuff, you can't do it once you're in a contract.
Sure.
So I'm very firm on that.
Great advice.
Yeah.
Great advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it before you. Yeah.
So I don't know why my little that's supposed to be the
Yeah.
Homestead logo, whatever, but I didn't know if Rick was going to be here or not. So sorry, Rick.
It's something like him.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like,
Is he still sick?
it's okay.
Oh man. Well, then we're glad he's not here. He's not gonna.
Oh, crap,
Yeah.
this is being recorded.
It is being recorded. Rick, you're the greatest. Yeah, we miss you, Rick. You'll never watch this.
Yeah.
So just a little bit of things when I was preparing this the other day, I thought I wanted to just throw out there some motivation. So what it means to be a real estate professional, you have to understand that this is your business. It is like you own this company and you have to have that mindset. It is also your responsibility to stay in compliance. So in December, go to the Trek website. You may not care all the other years, but what are the new things that are coming out? Don't wait for somebody to say, hey, this is coming out, or see that somebody made a change on social media. You can always change your brokerages, but you cannot change the way clients talk about you. So changing a brokerage is not going to change your business. Being a real estate professional, you must have the mindset that this is your last job. Like, who does this and goes to work at McDonald's? Like, you just keep going through, because this is what you are building now is going to pay off. And that's my biggest thing is my mentor told me this: what you do today pays you in 60. And I always thought about that when I'm doing expired letters or getting dressed to go do a video or walking through a house that I don't think is going to sell. Like, it's okay, because it's going to pay me in 60. Maybe not on this house, but somebody else is going to see this, or I'm doing the right things. And so it's going to pay me eventually. Eventually. So, what does your day look like? And I was thinking about this too, because we're all starting the new year, right? Are y'all familiar with Brian Buffini?
Mhm.
So I got to see him. Excellent speaker. I think he's passed now, but excellent speaker when I got to see him. It was a paid thing that we had when I was with Remax. And one of the things he said was about he's not dead. So there's one motivational speaker that I used to watch all the time too. So it's not Brian. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Not that I'll ever see him again, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm glad he's still out there doing whatever it is he does.
My gold stickers and my little note cards come from the thing.
Yeah, excellent speaker, excellent motivation, primarily driven to real estate agents. So yes, the old Tom Ferry, yes. And I always thought I'm going to change that. I always thought I was excellent at multitasking. I mean, like, because I started out as a Remax secretary with the Remax that opened up in Marble Falls. I was their accountant. And so I always thought I was really good at putting the ads in the MLS, planning the open houses, doing all the stuff. And we didn't really have cell phones back then. That was BlackBerry, but doing all the things. And I was like this excellent multitasker. And that was something that when I went there, he was like, one thing at a time. And I have stuck to that. Sometimes I'll fall off because I feel overwhelmed. But when I put my calendar and I say, okay, right now, we are going to silence this phone. It does not matter who I miss, because I will call them back. But if I step away from what I'm doing right now to answer your call about a dog that you can't get out of a house for a showing in 4 hours, I am taking my concentration off of where I started, and you'll never get back there again. You'll never be that focused again. And so you do your list, and he has a great outline for real estate agents. At 8 o'clock in the morning, get to the office, you do this show, and then he's got it all, the whole entire calendar of how you should do your day. We can't do it like that, but we can use that as an outline. And so just reminders, because it is the first of the year, to do two things at once is to do neither of them. That, and I love those little check marks in my calendar. I just like those make me so happy. And then if you choose a job you love, everybody's heard this, you'll never work a day in your life, right? It'll always be hard, but you'll never work a day in your life. This is a big one. And this happened to me about a year ago. Don't let your phone determine your day. And then there's another one. Help me. Other people's emergencies don't dictate. Yeah. Yes, it's something very similar to that. Yes. It's perfectly okay to turn your phones on silent. And the other thing, so we all have appointments. You have an appointment in just a few minutes. You don't have to tell anybody it's because you're going to HEB. Yes, I have appointments every 2.5 weeks. They don't need to know I'm getting my nails done, but they can think that I'm busy showing property.
No,
I have an
start
appointment.
using my calendar all the time.
Yes,
Like this morning, I said I had a,
this is an appointment.
but it was my dentist appointment. It wasn't with the client. So
Yeah.
I said, hey guys, I have an appointment. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So even when I'm talking to people, I do that. I'm like,
Yep.
oh, I'm not able to do that. They have an appointment.
Yes, you have an appointment. And put yourself, you need to give yourself an appointment.
Time during the day, like there's no emergencies in real estate like that.
Yeah.
So like you don't have to answer the phone after 8 o'clock kind of thing.
Yeah, mine's 8:30.
No, but
Yeah.
You don't. Like they can wait because buyers are very anxious, sellers are anxious. What? What?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, you have to set your boundaries. And a lot of times those boundaries, like if you have what they think is an emergency, a negotiation emergency or whatever, by the time that you do respond to them, when you are fully focused on what you're fixing to do and have a conversation with them, the problem solves itself.
I tell people all the time, you can text me if I don't answer. I can tell them I go to bed early. I'm not, I don't.
And that's okay.
But that's okay.
But maybe you want to watch Landman.
Well,
Maybe it's your time. Yeah.
Lovely. I'm taking Instagram and who cares?
Yeah.
But after a certain time, because their buyers will like message you like how late at night sometimes. They will text you and then call you and when you're eager and you're like really, yeah, I'm like, oh yes, let me get on it. And I was like, oh my God, I'm tired. I didn't even know what. Like,
you'll hit your job.
and that's why I had
Exactly.
I had
And then the one time that you really cannot be Johnny on the spot,
Right.
they're going to be pissed off at you.
But that's okay, because now I tell them straight off the bat, y'all text me. If
Yeah.
I don't answer in the morning, I will look at all of it, so don't be afraid to text me and
Yeah.
if your house is, but just don't go to sleep or something, that's how I put it.
Yeah.
Because they can't get mad at me if I'm not an early sleeper.
Right. Right. Cooking dinner for my family,
Yeah,
anything like that. Yeah.
And
So train your clients. That's basically what we were talking about. Provide exceptional value and your clients will become advocates of your brand. Yeah. So that's my new year mumbo jumbo. This is what we're going to talk about. I'm not going to read them all to you, but these are the ones we're getting ready to go through. Okay, so the big question about representation. There's a lot of changes, which were really good.
there are so many changes.
There are so many changes. I think I summed it up. So basically, you don't have to have that form signed all the time. Isn't that awesome? But don't talk to them about real estate.
You can talk to them.
No.
Well, you can give them, you can tell them, square footage.
Information that's on the internet.
Right, but you can't tell them anything else.
No, don't give them opinions. Don't give them do you want to go make copies of this? Oh, go get someone to make these are my notes. So go get someone to make copies.
Yeah.
Some of them, yeah.
I just got it off the Texas Association. That could be in there, like, I just didn't go in her order, because I didn't know what order. Yeah.
And we're not gonna go through all of the changes. There were a ton. So I might not have as much as you. But basically, so with representation, you can do whatever you want. You do your job. You do your job, get that signed, do your job. So Zena, my great friend from Zena at Zena, maybe she'll listen to this. Zena Sells. I don't know the name of her business. I'm horrible, but I worked for her. I was her secretary at Remax, and she sent me a video the other day that told me that the very first real estate agent finally sued a buyer
Wow.
and won
Wow.
because they had a signed buyer's rep.
Good.
So once I read that, I thought to myself, when I get somebody to sign that, when it is that time to have that buyer, have you seen this form before? Because I kind of feel sorry for the other agent, right? Because that buyer left,
Mm.
right? That agent that worked, okay. That agent that worked, that got that initially got that buyer and got that closing, he's sitting over here going, oh my God, my buyer who I've established this relationship with is being sued
Mhm.
by this B word over here because it, like there's a lot of emotion there. And do they live in the same town? Do they have to see each other? Do they have to work with each other? So I kind of felt for the other agent that actually got the buyers, right? She did all the things she was supposed to, and those buyers were not truthful. But were they not truthful because of education? So like huge. Have you seen this form? What have you signed? Like right in your face. They'll still lie, but you'll be able to sleep at night. Yeah.
I had one when I was a brand new agent where I was going from John, I think I told you guys this one, and they, couldn't wait 1 hour in between so I can get more showing, and they called it tonight. And they called it, went with the other agent, knew they got the buyer, because I went to her house and helped her with it, because he didn't know Dublin. And, so then when I went to, from there, so she goes, oh, we're just gonna write an offer with this other agent, and I said, who's the other agent? They told me the other agent worked at Linneman. I called him and I was like, a new agent, so I'm like, this is my money, right? And I was like, I just want you to know that these are my clients and they signed the buyer's rep. And he's like, oh my God, they told me they didn't, da, 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 da. And that's okay. You can have them. Here's a referral for 20.
Exactly. Exactly.
I got paid. I didn't have to deal with the trouble of this crazy person. That's the lady I had to pull the pepper spray. Like all the crazy.
Yeah.
stuff. Yes.
Yep.
So anyways,
And your efforts were reimbursed. And your efforts were reimbursed.
And he
Yep.
called me, he's like, wow, you know, why you do like that.
Mhm.
So, anyways.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So I would definitely make sure, like, just so that you feel better if something were to happen,
Mhm.
clearly, have you seen this? What have you signed? Have you signed anything? The other thing that I noticed is I was speaking to somebody yesterday, day before yesterday, my good friend Julie. And Julie said she purchased a piece of property and they were going to call me. It was not local, so it was okay. It was down in the valley, but it was a large ranch. But anywho, and I said I could have referred you to an agent. She said we didn't need one. My husband clicked the link on Zillow and somebody called and it was a buyer's agent associated specifically with that property.
Wow.
And so I told her, I said, Julie, he paid for that.
Yes, he did.
What do you mean he paid for it? He paid for that. They don't know you. They had probably never been to the property. He paid for that. Oh, it's not like and she thought, oh, real estate changed. They assigned a buyer's agent and a listing agent with that property. And I was like, girlfriend. So yeah, so all of the miscommunication, it's okay to be real. Like, this is how this works. And I tell people all the time, Don't click that. Go to my website, click the link, the MLS right there, have access to the MLS. Nobody's going to call you or bug you.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
I don't know MLS.
Yep. Nobody's going to call you. Nobody's going to bug you.
Yes,
Nobody's
on
going to get,
On Zillow, they can assign you as their agent as well.
yeah, are they gonna?
Yes, people do.
You're having good
People
response?
do that.
Okay,
People
good.
do that. If
good.
I say, hey, if you make me on Zillow as well, if you prefer it, you can assign it to me so I can see what you're seeing.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then every single time they look at anything, I have somebody I spoke 2 years ago. I see when she's looking now to
Oh,
go on
okay.
Zillow.
Okay.
And I'm like, hey girl, you still looking at property in here? She's like, I'm just looking.
Okay. But that's your 12 touches throughout the year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm good here. I'm like, okay.
Good. I don't know that I realized that you could do that. So
You
good to
can do
know.
it, yeah.
So good to know.
Yeah.
So everybody's kind of really understanding the representation, like get it. Yes, for sure. Now, have you had the situation where, and I've had it a lot lately, I'm not signing anything. Have you had a buyer tell you that? I'll meet you at the house, but I'm not signing anything. Yeah. So we want you to sign this form that you're not signing anything.
So one of the girls that I know, she had a lady who refused to sign. She literally was untrusting because of a situation with a previous real estate agent. So she told her, you guys are just money hungry, and she couldn't get her out of her mindset. That's when I said this, I was like,
Sign something that you're not signing.
right.
Exactly.
Because I'm not representing you, but I can still take you to those houses. I also had where somebody's had me do just one day.
Yep.
showings.
One day, one address.
Yep. One
Yep.
address.
Yep.
I've had that. So, and then they end up liking me, so that worked out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think they wanted to test who they would trust.
Sure.
And I was okay
Sure.
with that. I was like, let's do it.
Trust me for this 1 hour and let's
Right.
see how we work together.
Yep.
Absolutely. Let's see if
Yeah.
this works. I know it's not much different, right? Now we're having, but explaining what we have to get signed makes it more difficult
Right.
because before we never had to do that. Yeah.
And the conversation, I think now, I feel like now it's like, for most of us, it's like, well, majority of us, it's like, duh, why were people having these conversations, right? But now it's so in your face. Your agents who weren't doing it are forced to have these
Right.
conversations.
Right.
So for me, talking about compensation is normal.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about, being represented is normal.
Right.
Because I knew the protection it offered my clients and myself. Because ultimately I was working not for you. So if you tell me you're worth $300,000 and only want to offer 250, So I would take it and sort of crafted my wording to buy
Sure.
that. And they're like,
Sure.
oh, really? Yeah, truly, that's how it works. And then it's not
Exactly.
anything.
Exactly. And by having those tough conversations in the beginning, doesn't it free up our time not dealing with the people that aren't pre-approved,
Right.
don't want to sign this or looking for design ideas? Because that happens all the time too.
They're looking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And the biggest question, and I did in the beginning, I had a hard time going, are you pre-approved? How much money do you have in your savings account? What's a lender going to say when he pulls your credit? Oh, you haven't had your credit pulled yet? Like I had hard times with that. Like I didn't want them. I wanted to be the nice agent, but the nice agents don't win. The strong, educated agents win. Like this is a huge financial purchase. We don't sell used cars.
My old broker, you're not a used car salesman.
No.
And my old broker told me, hook them up. Always ask, are you paying cash? Or would you need to finance? Because a lot of people are like, oh, she thinks I can pay.
Even if when they show up in shorts and flip flops. Yes. Yes.
500,000 and no one's spending 150.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, yes, they don't assume. Yeah. So I think that's all up to you.
Absolutely.
Exactly
Good
how
advice.
I say it.
Yeah. Good advice.
Yeah. Anyways.
Whoa! I did that on purpose. So you could see the bottom. So again, this is referring back to the representation on the AIBS, AI, yeah. IABS, ABCDEFG. And so this needs to be, mine is not, I will do it today. But it needs to be all over your social medias, your websites, your links, your Google, your signature. I'm going to show you how to do that in a really quick video that I recorded myself doing it in a share. On your social media, there was a rumor around years ago that says, oh, well, I only have to put it on my on my business. Put it on both. Anything that has your name to it. Unfortunately, we are always realtor before we are mom or husband or wife or whatever. Like, put it on all of them because you're going to get tagged in some sort of real estate business. That's just my suggestion. It doesn't say that anywhere. Make sure on Facebook that you can pin it. That's what it's called. You can pin it. That way it's always up at the top. And it can be fun. You can put a little post that says, yep, they're requiring me to do this again, anything like that. And then post it, your link, your picture, turn it into a JPEG, whatever. Now, the one thing that I have always done is I have never made people initial this. I don't. I make them sign it. This and my seller's net sheet. Y'all ever notice this seller's net sheet has initials too?
What is the initials on here?
At the very bottom.
Oh, I don't have initials.
I have them sign it. I make them sign it. I don't want their initials. Like, I want it to be long and drawn out because they read half the papers we give them? If any?
I explained this one to them because that's the thing that I have
Yes.
separate. So, and I want to make sure when I'm sending them problems, I'm very thorough in my email.
Yes.
Like, hey, this is everything.
And this is always the first one I send
Yes.
because I feel like they will read this one first. And by the time they get to the wire fraud, they're just clicking. Right?
Can I add something?
Absolutely.
It's in your thing.
Go ahead.
What else is in this? So, I was redoing.
Oh, yeah.
I was redoing like this, my, watching videos that I'm tracking and stuff like that. And it just seems very clear because a lot of agents were asking about open houses. First, of course, we have to do our signs. We have to go to the city and get all of our signs permitted or something or whatever to use them because the state of Texas says, we can't put them out. They won't come to you, they'll go to the seller. And so that's an issue. We don't have, you can't have them like out on the streets. But the biggest thing is like, if you're doing open houses, for the brokerage, you do not need to give everybody information about brokerage services or an agreement. You just have to make it clear who you represent in the open house. Like,
And it's not you. It's not you who represents the brokerage.
Like
The brokerage.
Yeah. Homestead real estate's newest listing or something like that. That's all you have to do. But anyways, if you go to All City or Remax or whomever, right? Then at that point, that's when everybody that walks through the door, here's the information about broker services. Hey, we have to establish a relationship. So even if it's the no representation document, you are now having to put that to everybody that comes into the door. You have to give those documents in their face. So just know that if you want to go show a $5 million home and do an open house because it's awesome, everybody that walks through the door, you better be prepared to have that kind of conversation with them. So is it really worth it to make things really hard? So thank God that we have like Homestead where there's a lot of agents. So for me, it's going to be easier to stay with the family. I'm going to get into some little tricky situations. And yes, the signs are stupid. Well, I hate this one. It's dumb. So you put it in the yard, but you can't put it.
Another place.
In the roadway.
Isn't it colored stickers? You have to have colored stickers on them when you.
It depends on per city.
Okay.
You have to go see what the city's ordinances are.
Yeah.
So if you have permits for those signs in Copper's Code, it doesn't matter until Lean and Harbor and built in.
Right.
Because each city you do it, You have to go to the city and get that done.
Yeah.
So, I just want to throw that out there because.
Yes, no, and I'm glad you did. So another thing, if you guys have not invested in those little plastic things that sit on desks and tables, you can get them from Amazon. You can buy them for 6 or 12 at a time. They hold 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper. And they can go right next to your sign-in sheet too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called, the little plastic display things. In my open house box, I have a ton of them. Yes, and you can just put them out there, you know, as well, and then they probably won't take them, but you can also have extra printed with your flyer as well, you know. So just some ideas on that. So thanks for bringing that up. Okay. So does everybody have Google? Yay! I love Google. And you know how to do it real quick. Once you upload it, you're going to make sure you share it because it'll automatically be restricted. Share it to anyone with the link. Copy the link. That was pretty simple.
Okay, so what she means is putting it into Google Drive.
Put it in Google Drive, Google Docs.
You download it from like whatever system, you download like something filled in already, like information about broker services.
Fill it out.
And then you put it in.
Save it as a PDF. Upload it into your documents.
Into the drive, and then from the drive, it gives you that link to, and you just have to make it to where everybody can see it.
Yes.
And so it's the easiest way to pin something to everywhere. Yeah.
So if you, do y'all use your drive? Do you save documents in there? Okay,
But-
so you'll go here.
That's what
Here
you're
first.
Yeah.
Take a little picture, and you click here and you'll have options of photos. There's tons of them.
Yeah.
Go down to your drive
Your
or
email.
your documents. I think it says my drive.
It does.
And then new.
Uh-huh.
And then if you can see mine, I use this all the time. I've been using it forever. Here is a 2025 one, executed contract disclosures, closed real estate transaction, and all my Google templates.
But it's not gonna sample all your stuff,
No.
it's gonna
That's
show
what I
up.
was gonna say. Only some of the ones that you can share. Like I have the one for 2024 as well.
Yeah.
And then you click that.
Mhm.
You can click that one too, but you'll pretend this is the 2026. You'll click that, and that will give you this option with this little quick video here. There you go. Click it. Scroll down. Everything you put in there is protected. So you have to share it with people with the link. So much easier if you're not sharing pictures like this, if your people are not sharing pictures or large documents or the probate information.
Jeremiah uses, this sometimes, but he has his own system. But you can, if in large files, like in an email or something, if you're trying to send like a contractor or
Mhm.
something,
Just share the
your
file.
email can't take all that. So you have to upload it into like the drive or something
Mhm.
in order to do that.
Yep. My lawyer uses this and it's absolutely wonderful. So she has access to the folder. And when I add stuff in there, I'm saving money because I don't have to call, text, or email her and say, hey, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. And so it's $100 an hour for the assistant,
They're disgusting.
isn't it? And so she just gets a notice that she doesn't bill me for, goes and looks, and I don't even get a, hey, I took a look at this or whatever. It's just in there.
That's crazy.
And it's saving me
Good
money.
attorney.
Yeah. You should have a folder with your people too. I used to have a folder with my team. And every time I added something for my team to review, yes, it was in there. And so they get an alert, hey, something's been added. Go look at it. It's your folder's team.
So we
your
have
team.
Dotloop where we could do.
You do that all in Dotloop?
Yeah.
I'm a
Like,
huge,
with
okay.
Dotloop, with our, because I don't want too many systems to where. it
Sure,
overbears somebody.
sure.
So.
Just an option.
Yeah.
So who's gonna have this done by tomorrow?
Say that again?
Who's gonna have this done by tomorrow?
Oh, we're gonna have this done. We have to.
We have to, we're running late.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so let's get it done.
We're running late. We're supposed to be done already.
January 1st, yeah.
Oh, well.
So we don't meet on January 1st, so we meet on the 4th Thursday. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. The police aren't out there yet. I still see this. And I do not like this. I do not like this. I do not like that I have to do this, and I don't like that it's above my signature.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
So.
So Shred says you must put it above your signature,
Exactly.
okay?
Well, it's not cute. Yeah.
Everything in there.
Yeah, I like how the links were below because it's aesthetically, it looked better.
It looked, yes, it was all about me and not about them.
Yeah, we
This is about them. Yeah. So, but do this because you're supposed to. And I did receive an email, I think the second year, this was a requirement. And they give you a follow.
Oh, yeah.
So, and if you don't think about it, and you have a trust question, and you happen to accidentally email trust with your own. What?
Yes, so Facebook does not allow you to do the trademark R, right? So for a month, I argued with them. So my business set page used to say, your local realtor. Yes, and now it says, I don't know what it says, real estate professional, but because I could not put the trademark R.
Yes.
The trademark R, this was 3 years ago.
Right here.
Oh, must be.
Okay, that you can file. So instead of doing it here, mine said. Okay, but you can't up here on your name. So my business page,
You can use emojis?
you can't, no, not on your name. Well, you couldn't 3 years ago, you can now. change
I
it.
don't know.
But I got in trouble, they did not charge me, I went back and forth and said, I'm gonna put that trademark R there.
Right.
And I couldn't.
Looks like it was updated again, the way mine stuff.
So just because you don't think that you don't matter, somebody get successful and another real estate agent's gonna point you out.
I got in trouble by a truck ride too. I was being investigated for something else, then they saw it, they just said, hey, we're gonna fix this.
Instead of calling me, a real estate agent called me in because of my pinpoint and was like, look at your listing. And I'm like, oh, we can ran this thing, Google don't even know where we at. They gave them, instead of calling me and be like, hey, they're calling the MLS and they're like, we have to get this down. And I was like, well, can you help me? I don't know what I'm doing.
So it says Texas real estate agent, it used to say Central Texas Realtor. Without the R, with the.
That's crazy because before I did Willow and
But
Willow,
they don't start looking at you if you're coming up for something else.
Yeah, that was
That's
the
what I had.
Before-
I got that too.
I had to run here's realtor. Nobody ever said nothing to me.
You was special, I don't know. But after we back and forth, and I told them, if you can tell me how to do it, I'll fix it. So we went back and forth, well, do you have this option? I didn't try to copy and paste the little R in there, and do all the things.
But even sharing stuff, I had a broker reach out to me on Facebook and was like, hey, this ad is not compliant.
Marketplace ads. You must include this, and then the agent.
I love it.
When our group, their agents are in that group anyway, like, out, yeah. And like, all the numbers there. You verify that my type setting was the right size or whatever, and I was like, I'm out, Pamela did it. So, about, and then this is your link, right? So this is your link. So when you write that in there, you include the link that you got from Google Docs. Okay?
Do what?
Your emails, make sure that your emails on your phone. Okay. And then my only suggestion is on your phone. I do.
Let me look.
When you do your phone emails, I'm actually gonna check Zoom real quick. If anybody's on Zoom already.
Okay, it's just, we have Google, our Gmail, and Gmail, has it there already. You see?
Okay, good. Sherry says, I always include the description, make and model, and the serial numbers. Great idea, Sherry. I went like into my box like this. Sherry. I was looking to see if anybody was trying to join, but they weren't. Sherry, I'm gonna butcher your last name. Wolfshire. She's on Zoom with us. Nobody else is. All these people. Oh, can't do it. Doesn't let me. So in your, I'm gonna become the Homestead police. I don't have time. Get you a 10. So in my file. Suggestion only, guys. I always put them on the go.
You do it now?
So my emails, when I respond to emails from my cell phone,
Mhm.
I do it for two reasons. One, I'm gonna have a typo. Even if I voice to text, the period's not gonna be in the right place. But I also want them to feel hugged. Oh my God, she returned me from her phone, right? So it says I'm on the go, phone. Please excuse any spelling errors.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't have an iPhone.
And then I do have this at the bottom. Please keep in mind, I reserve Sundays for church and family. I've had this on here for many, 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 many years. If you email, call, or text, I will respond as soon as I am able. Remember, without a day of recharge, I might not be able to take care of you and your needs as well. Thank you for understanding. Cannot tell you when I first put this on there, how many other agents were like, oh, you know, you're mixing business and church. Like this is not good. This is not good. I cannot tell you how much business I've gotten from that.
Do you know what's happened to me this past Sunday? I got a offer on a property,
Mhm.
and I said received, going into church,
Mhm.
came out of church, he withdrew his offer. We've been putting in multiple offers and another seller
Accepted.
accepted. I'm like, where do you think we are? For you to, like, what, we're not in,
Oh, honey, give me 5 houses. Like, we're gonna write an offer on all 5.
to me. And I'm like, it was literally, I went to church, came out, called him right when I got out. And yeah, and then I had to. Well, you are, if you do that, you're putting your client into a piece correct, because what if he accepted that?
What if more than one? Absolutely.
And then that's in there, well, honey, you owe my client.
What if you were at church and you just forwarded it to the other agent really quickly because you were at church, forwarded, their seller signed it. Yeah. That's a whole lot of, so
Or, you know, it could have been something like one was offering more commission, he really wanted the other one to win, so then he took it away.
so God blessed you that day.
Oh, well, I called my client, and thank goodness he's very religious.
You already sent it?
No, but I had to
Yeah,
tell him.
we received
I
an
had to
offer
tell
that
him
was-
anything. So
How did that happen?
So I called him and I said, look, I do have news, but it's not the best news. This is what happened. And then he goes, wow. And I was like, I know, I apologize, but I do have to be upfront. So I did go to church when I got out, this is what happened. And he goes, don't be afraid to tell me anything. He was like, he said, I believe that if God wanted that to be our offer, that would have been the offer. He goes, tell me what it was.
So I know what the next one's gonna be, right? The better one, the all cash
Well,
offer.
I told him, hey, we gotta do a showing to offer ratio because that was the first one and we got an offer.
There you
And so I was
go.
like, and then we got another showing and then we got another offer, so.
Good. See?
I know, I said, this is not normal. Yeah.
Do you use the video online?
What?
Do you use the video? You're gonna do on my house?
I think I was on TikTok.
Oh, you gotta get on top.
I'll put it on everything else, but I just didn't like that. I'll show you later.
So we just really basically talked about this, putting it on your websites, your social media platforms, all that good stuff. We talked about the unrepresented customer form earlier and not being represented. They didn't want to sign anything, but now they have something to sign saying they didn't want to sign anything. You don't want to sign it?
So
No problem.
the only thing I have a question on this,
Sure.
if they refuse, can you put different things, because I was taught in real estate school that if somebody ever refused to sign the information about broker services, that we just said refuse to sign.
Mhm.
So do we do the
I
same
would.
thing on something like this?
I would refuse to sign 1/26/26 at this property.
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. It's in writing
Yeah.
because your calendar that you write all your notes in
Right.
is legal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, yes, I would.
Mhm.
And then stick it in the show, never seen again file.
Mhm.
And then you'll remember in case anything ever happens, because they've got 7 years to do something.
Right, 7, it's 4 years, 4
Is
years.
it really 4 years? I got a lot of shredding to do. It used to be 7.
7 is, 7 is taxes,
I've always saved 7.
no, 4 years for clients.
I don't even think
7 years
for taxes, is it?
I think it's 7 years for taxes. 7 years for taxes, 4 years for, clients. I know it's 4 years for clients, because I tell all my sellers, fill out the seller's disclosure, and I don't know how many times I'm like, 4 years, 4 years.
Wow, that's woo, that's why we have these meetings.
Anyways.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like, I'm getting to most of mine in probably the past 4 years are all online now. Yeah, you see mine. Oh, you can't see now, but I have this folder that's like closed 20, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, and I just send them all to Google. Yeah. Yeah, I do that. Save it all. This was
I
awesome.
know.
I don't know if I'm gonna use it, but I'm gonna try and I'm gonna practice.
This is good.
I love this. This
Yeah.
replaces my template email.
Yeah.
Like my template email that I go through and I'm like, you have until, you need to,
Yeah.
this is what we're looking for. Print this.
Yes.
Put this in the front page of the red folder I gave you when we started looking, like this is so important. And this replaces this. And I am curious if all the information that I put on my contract automatically, it does. I don't know. I use it forms. So at the very beginning, you fill out as much information as you possibly can about what you're doing. Oh, I do, because then it auto-populates into everything.
Dalton does that too, so it could do it.
I hope it does. Yeah, I hope it does.
I told him, no, this is the form I told you guys about.
I love this.
You can give it to your contract coordinator, to your clients, for everybody, and everybody's on track.
And send it to the title company, how efficient you look. I mean, everything is right there. Put it on the outside of your folders. These are what my folders look like. Put it on the outside of your folder when it goes under contract. I mean, did I may have not printed. Oh, I may have not printed it. Remember, these are my notes. So if I didn't, this will be, I am gonna save this into YouTube and I'll put it on the website or whatever.
It's literally on Texas Association of Realtors on new form.
And it is form number 1958.
Do you know where to go to look for all these? Okay, I'll show you.
No, I'll also send out the link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, brokers don't tell us stuff and this and that, so this is a good, and when they do send me, I never did it for, I call them. What they do when they update stuff,
Yes.
they show you in red, so you can
Yes.
actually see the changes.
Yeah.
And then I'm typing I read them, of course, sometimes when people do them, they can't see them. Under videos. But that's the brokerage responsibility to give you these.
It's your business. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they have. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, your broker.
You trust us more than other brokers trust their agents, right?
So, hey, I don't care.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
But this is good, so you can every now and then just go in and check and see what's new.
And we'll send out
that
the,
form, I've been waiting for it because I started it and I was like, oh my God, it's gonna be
Yeah.
so good.
I love it. We don't have to create it ourselves. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Give it to the other agent. Give it to the other agent as well.
Yeah, well, I think you
Yeah.
don't have to worry about it, but
You know,
you can totally give it to the other agent.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. Idiot. You guys are-
Who don't have mentors
Yes.
that are thrown out to, I'm
I'm
just gonna say, since this is being recorded, the newbies that have joined the real estate company that has 3 letters. Like, they don't even know their name. I'm just like, oh my goodness, because their broker is, miles and miles and miles away. So. We love you, Rick. The seller's temporary residential lease changed.
I didn't print any of them.
Yeah, it did. I don't know what it changed. I'm gonna try and remind myself real quick, but there was a change and it was important enough for me to put it in here. It was probably the sub agency was changed, but it wasn't on that. I've got my little form here. We did that one.
Which one is it?
This one, sellers and buyers temporary. Here we go. So it completely replaces the old one, so don't use the old one. Oh, yeah, flood notices and floodplains and all of that information was removed.
Yeah.
It was removed from both of these forms. Yeah, removed. Updates removed the reference to the landlord delivering the tenants, the landlord's flood and flood notice. They're gonna buy the house anyways, right? They're gonna sell the house anyways, so it was already listed in their contract. All that information was already disclosed to them at that particular time, so I guess they decided to remove it out of this form. So these are replacements. They weren't updated. And our system should automatically delete the old forms. So this is where I got everything. If there is anything that you want to go over real quick that I did not go over that you found.
That website, is good because they have, videos that will go over.
Oh. I missed something totally and completely. I have one more that I think is really important. Okay, on the buyer's tenant representation, the long one.
Yeah.
The long one. The long buyer tenant representation agreement.
Yeah.
They added an entire section about getting a retainer.
Yeah.
So that was the other one that I didn't include in the slideshow. No. No, and then you're gonna take all the listings of all the people that did pay a retainer to the old agent
They
that never
also
called
added
them.
something about related party. They added that. Like, what?
No,
It says related party means any assignment, so like, if they owe you money, they just added that any related party.
why,
Like.
yes, I saw that.
Yeah, so something like, a grant for a beneficiary. Or blah, 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 blah. Hey, this is like the retainer, but it's not a lot of things. No, but that was different, I'm talking about yeah. This is not. I did a. This is what I picked up.
I 4%. I'm talking about like 5 to 5. Oh, 3%. Yeah.
Sherry, did you have any questions? You can unmute yourself.
No, the only thing I wanted to see if I could touch base with you maybe later. I've got an issue with Tidewater on a contract right now.
Oh, Tidewater. Okay, perfect. Text me.
I mean, I understand what it is. It's just we're scheduled to close on Monday and the appraiser invoked Tidewater. So the listing agent has sent comps directly to him, but I just want to get a little better insight on, my responsibility in regards.
Okay. Do me a favor and text me your number. I'm leaving here to show property. When I get done showing property, I have about an hour drive. I'm going to call you during that hour drive. How does that sound?
Okay, can I just give you my number real quick? I got a big mouth. Can I give you my number real quick, or you want to give me yours? I can't get back to my chat screen, so.
Oh, 512 525 0494.
494. Okay,
I wish everybody got that quiet when I was giving my number out. I'd be selling more real estate.
okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Uh-huh.
Bye-bye.